Hello everyone. How many of you remember this picture of this boy during the campaign that came out and just stood in front of Mr. Peter Obi's convoy and his picture was taken? Yes. Just earlier this week, somebody did a tweet and said, you know this boy that was in this viral picture, that he had been arrested since January, he had been kept in prison. Whether he was by agberos around him, according to some of the person, that they felt that, oh, with the fame that he got at that time, that he was supposed to support them, he was supposed to not support, he was supposed to settle them, and then when he didn't settle them, something they did whatever and got him this thing. So when it was somebody that did that tweet, and then Inibehe Efyong immediately said he was going to take this up, and he actually did. So he came to write a report on this. In the meantime, while Peter Obi was in London, he heard about the issue. He had gone to London for an event. This was this week before he came for the stakeholder meeting that took place. By the way, Labour Party had their stakeholders meeting, and he he heard about it. He tweeted about it. He actually even called the lawyer to find out and to get, and then the lawyer was like, oh, they're already on the matter and stuff like that. Nigeria is such a heartbreaking country, you understand? You see this kind of injustice. God. I usually feel this thing because I was once like that country. Parents were poor, had nothing, lived in a ghetto, was seen as nothing. So anybody could have oppressed me and gotten away with it. No. Kai, we must have a nation where the rule of law matters. People cannot come and be taking the laws into their hands. Honestly, we must have that country. So this was after the whole meeting. After they had gone, the lawyers had gone to find out what was happening. This was the report that was put together by Inibehe FM. He said Nigeria has happened to Alabi QUADRI. We were at the Magistrate Court of Lagos, Apapa Magisterial District, today the 9th day of April 2025, to ascertain the facts and circumstances that led to the arrest, detention, and subsequent remand of Alabi QUADRI at the Minimum Security Custodial Center, Kirikiri, Apapa, Lagos. After spending several hours at the court, I was accompanied by a colleague from our law firm, Alabi's mother, and other family members and relatives to visit Alabi at the custodial center. Also in attendance was the social activist who brought the case to public attention. Given the interest expressed by members of the public, it is necessary to make this preliminary statement. We can confirm that Alabi has been in detention since January. Somebody's child, they carry it and lock that child up since January. This is April. Hey. He was abducted by area boys close to his home while returning from work. According to Alabi and his mother, his painful walk to prison can be attributed to the prolonged malice nursed by some self-acclaimed area boys of his locality who felt entitled to a share of the unexpected fortune that came Alabi's way when he halted and stood in front of the convoy of the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, during the last electioneering campaign. Since he failed to properly settle some people, it has been one attack to another. After abducting Alabi, the same area boys who have been threatening to deal with him for not sharing the money he was gifted dragged him to Amukoko police station, Paco police station, where he was detained. The area boys initially claimed that Alabi was one of the young men who has been involved in street fights. However, He came as rude shock when the police took him before magistrate along with 4 other individuals who are complete strangers to him, alleging that he conspired with them to commit armed robbery with cutlasses. The police in the charge sheet alleged that the alleged 2 victims were robbed of money and 4 mobile phones. The value of both physical cash and 4 phones is 579,000 naira only. According to Enibehe, he said, I spent about 2 hours interviewing Alabi about the veracity of the charges brought by the police. Speaking objectively, we all left Kirikiri with a strong conviction of this gentleman is just another victim of Nigeria's criminal justice system. The last point that we want to state on the record is that Alabi is a minor. He's less than 18 years. And you do this to him. Currently, Alabi has appeared before the magistrate on 3 occasions. The court remanded him along with the 4 strange individuals who were all adults in the custodial center pending legal advice by the Lagos State Director of Public Prosecution (DPP). We shall provide additional information and the available legal options subsequently. Suffice is to say that we will do all that is legally permissible to secure Alabi's freedom. Thank you for your kind attention. Enibehe Effiong. I was just reading some of the comments that are there. It's just so unbelievable. This is a minor. See what he's going through. And especially some in the comment. You know what I always think? Some people think that they are above Nigeria happening to them. There were some that were like, oh no, there's no how that police can exchange you. In this Nigeria, police will exchange you with crime. Sometimes they will free the people that did the crime and put your name there. There are a lot of reports of things like that happening. Lots of reports. And then people sit and like, oh, they don't think, they don't this one. So there was one comment that somebody made. He said that, oh, that they use him for popularity, to gain something, and then they dump him. Now they want to use his arrest to do something. I'm like, seriously? Seriously? Honestly, I'm just shocked. Honestly, I am.